So now we're going to be down on the floor working on our frog legs and heel rocks. I'm going to try to spin around so you get a couple of different angles. I'm going to start sideways. I hope you can see this. All right, so I'm going to start down here. My arms by my side and my legs long underneath me. And then for my heel rocks, I'm just going to draw my heels up to my sit bones with my legs wide. And then I'm going to just rotate so my knees are facing up and my feet are flat on the floor. And I'm going to let my thighs fall open back to that wide place and then release my heels down to the floor. So as I get more comfortable with this motion, I can get some speed if I want to. Now, I like to do my frog legs pretty fast, but it is your practice. The thing to remember about frog legs is they should be sloppy. Notice how my feet do not come together. I'm gonna give you a straight on view. Feet do not come together. Sloppy. Yeah, nice and sloppy. No perfect ballerinas, right? All right, so we're gonna do one more of these, and then we're gonna end it. I'm gonna come this way so you can see a little bit over this side with our feet on the floor and our knees up. Okay, and now we're going to go into our heel rocks. I feel this is easier to see on this side. Now, for me, heel rocks, I like a nice wide base. All right, you find your own version of this. But from here, again, starting from our heels, we're just going to push up and release. And we're going to let that go. Works best if you let out sound. Ha, 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 ha. The less tension you're holding, the easier the heel rocks work, okay? So let's talk just a little bit about common problems that you might have. A lot of times I'll see people overworking the pelvis. Can you see how I'm really struggling with my pelvis, working that way too hard? Ouch, hurts. Let the pelvis release. It's because you don't trust the movement. The other thing is our thighs are super strong and they will take over, so I might be gripping my thighs and even my butt. I don't want to do that either. So what I might need to do at first is just put a hand on either one of these and remind myself not to grip. The movement comes from the heel. Literally, I push up and release, and you have to trust it, and that's hard to do. But the more you practice it, the more it's there, okay? Push up and release. The pelvis does roll, but I'm not making that happen. It's following the push from my heels. Also be careful, I don't know if you can see this, but be careful that you don't get so into the heels that you start going like this, because that hurts your shins, gives you all kinds of uncomfortable feelings there. We don't want that. And if you're nice and loose, if your neck is nice and loose, it kind of sticks to the floor and just goes up and down. Again, I'm not making my chin move up and down. It's moving on its own because of the motion of the heel rocks. Now, after a while, when you do this, even if you've been doing it for a long time, you're going to get a little tension. So anytime you start to feel any tension, just release into this frog legs, which is this great pelvis opener, right? And then go back into your heel rocks. And the other thing that I can't do, not in person, but you can do this to yourself, is breath, right? If you're not breathing, these are very uncomfortable because you're full of tension. But the thing that I did, and you'll all probably remember, is I can come around and put my hand on your chest and ask you to take a nice deep breath in and let out some sound. And breath in and sound out. And you can see even on my body that releases some tension, even though I've been doing this forever. But doing it in front of the camera is a little weird, I have to say. So there's probably some tension in my body. Actually, with all these heel rocks, it feels pretty good. So that is frog legs and heel rocks. I hope that was helpful.